Last night at 4 a.m. I wrote a script for a vlog. Because sleep, what is that? I guess I'm gonna make the vlog. But I apologize because it's kind of 4 a.m.-ish. Now that that's out of the way, I kind of want to talk about Harry Potter. Less about Harry Potter and more how I came into the Harry Potter fandom. Background information! Harry Potter's still a thing. I think it's a thing. I linked to Katie's video talking about that down below. Context! I was a lot late to the Harry Potter community. I had this thing in elementary school where I absolutely refused to read popular literature, quite literally, until middle school. Except, of course, in some special cases in which I had to read it for school or battle of the books. This is for a couple reasons, largely because at an early age I absolutely loved organization, and this transferred into being the main person who cataloged and organized both my grandfather's library and the library at our elementary school. Because of this, and because of the fact that the nearest library was a college library that was not updated often, most of my exposure to books was exposure to older books. When my other friends became interested in reading for fun, I'd already read a whole bunch and tried popular literature and found that I absolutely hated it. And so, being a kid, I came to the totally logical conclusion that all popular literature was bad and I shouldn't read it. And I didn't until middle school, which actually ends up being quite impressive. But I did in the end make one big exception. All of my close friends were absolutely obsessed with Harry Potter. By an early age, I already knew most of the plot points and all of the characters and of course all of the inside fandom jokes. Naturally, at some point I felt kind of compelled to read the series and find out what all the hype was about. So I broke the rule for this one book, and I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I ended up hating it. So, of course, with a renewed vigor, I took back up my rule and absolutely refused to read anything else popular. Primarily the rest of the Harry Potter series. Last year, I went ahead and gave it another go, and of course, loved the rest of the series. Even though I was kind of late to the party, I have lots of thoughts about Harry Potter, and I love having conversations about Harry Potter, and I do have some unpopular opinions, but I also share a lot of popular opinions, so basically your average Harry Potter nerd, just a little bit late. I was self and Pottermore sorted as a Ravenclaw, and I personally signed my own wand as a Beechwood with a Phoenix Feather core, 11 3/4 with an unyielding strength. If you're interested in my Pottermore sorted wand, the link to my profile will be down below. Or, we can be friends or something. Any Potter, I feel like this has been a largely boring and lengthy video, so I will leave you with this thought. Obviously, continue the conversation down below. I want to know why Mad-Eye Moody had no spell placed over his eye for when he died. Because obviously we see in the books that there was not a lot of time to recover the eye, and there was not a lot of time to spend a lot of time fighting for the eye. But Umbridge was able to have the eye and have the eye work under her control. We see it change ownership from Mad-Eye Moody to his double. But after such an occurrence, don't you think that Mad-Eye Moody, being the superstitious roar that he was, would place some type of spell preventing such a thing from happening in the future? Particularly since it was such a special magical object. Not everyone had a magical eye. So let's continue that conversation, and I will see you next time. Bye! Kind of watching a live show at the same time I'm recording a vlog, and I don't really know how that works, but we'll try it.